I'm on a roll tonight. Can I say something else real quick?
No, Steven. So I want.
Yes, Kenny.
Go ahead, Ant Dog.
But I like to tell local bourbon stories.
Welcome everyone to episode 154 of The Mashup, the best bourbon conversation you're going to hear all week long. We're your hosts, Anthony, Kenny, and Steven.
Boom. What's up, fellers?
Steven, he whispered something across the table. You said something not nice about me right before we started, but we can't even tell our listening audience what it was.
I said, I love your hair.
Oh, thank you. I thought I heard something else.
He said that you push on and fill sandwiches at Starbucks.
Hey, that's a throwback to when that happened.
I know, man.
Student doing that. Do you guys remember when RNDC used to distribute whiskey? I mean, in bourbon? I never did.
It's very evident based on the allocations at all the stores and the bars now.
I know, right?
That they used to just, I guess they just kept it all.
I guess they didn't distribute anything from what I can tell.
It's nuts, man.
But yeah, I hate to crack that, I guess, unannounced joke, but it really is the case that there's a lot of Buffalo Trace product showing up in the state of Kentucky now.
At least Kentucky. I don't know about the other states.
Yeah.
We can't speak for that.
And it seems to have coincided with the lovely distribution channels changing.
It changed.
Have you seen Buffalo Trace products, sir?
I don't know the last time I went to the store, sir.
Well, no, I've got friends that own liquor stores or bars, restaurants, and talk to multiple different ones. And some of them say it's worse on certain things, but then better on other things, and vice versa. Some of them might get a lot less, like BTAC like this last year, or Pappy or something. But some of them, instead of getting 4 to 5 Stag Juniors, they're getting 20 and 15 and stuff like that, and E.H. Taylor single barrels and blah, 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 blah. So I definitely think a lot more is making it to the general, it seems like.
Yeah, it seems like it. Well, hey, good for us. And I guess I don't know what to say other than that. But what I hate knocking on a great distributor like RNDC. The cease and desist is coming, gentlemen.
Well, they can come. I guess they can sue us and take our. I guess we have microphones they can take and a mixer from 4 years ago. So
memory card.
A memory card. Yeah,
oh my God. So, that got me so much that I choked on my own saliva there. Yeah, it was very good. But
I lost all my microphones in a boating accident.
I know, right?
Cannot repossess those. Similar to my guns.
Oh my goodness. So what have you guys been up to other than shenanigans? I'm on a roll tonight. Can I say something else real quick?
No, Steven. So I want.
Yes, Kenny.
Go ahead, Ant Dog.
But I like to tell local bourbon stories, and I can't use names because we have a lot of local listeners who would be able to tell who I'm talking about right away.
So it's like Fargo. It's a true episode.
It's a true episode.
But the names have been changed.
So we have a group called Lexington Bourbon Followers. I've talked about it before. It's mostly a place that used to be for sharing when you find stuff in town. You say, hey guys, go over to this store. They have Henry McKenna for $85. And everybody laughs. They're like, hey, I want Henry McKenna for $85, right? So recently, a guy posted a very big bottle on the secondary markets, a King of Kentucky. And there's nothing wrong with that. He posted it, and we're looking around. Everyone's like, oh, man, so-and-so got this bottle, the whole bit. What are you looking at me like that, Kenny?
Trying to make you laugh, and it worked.
There you go. It did work. Of course it did. You should have seen his face. We definitely need video. So he posts it on the secondary market. Then about 3 minutes later, he posted Lexington Bourbon Followers that just won the Total Wine Lottery and got a King of Kentucky. Like he's excited to have it, but he's not excited to have it because he's trying to sell it 3 minutes earlier on the secondary pages. So everyone had a field day with it. People like, are you planning on drinking that? Like, obviously not. And had a lot of back and forth. So I don't know. I guess it's your bottle of whiskey. Do what you want with it. But it kind of made me laugh when I've never won a Total Wine Lottery, and I don't think I ever will, because even if my name comes up, they're going to be like, pass, hard pass.
Yeah.
Was the picture? How was the picture taken? In his lap, or like was he holding it in front of him?
The sales picture.
Oh, the sales picture.
The sales picture is just a picture of the bottle.
Oh, okay.
But the other picture was him like holding it, smiling, like for the camera.
With his face.
So yeah, with his face and everything. So anyway, yeah, do what you want with your whiskey, but don't like kind of celebrate and simultaneously post it.
Yeah.
It's kind of a weird spot to be in, but hey, you
That's the thing
can't
is-
teach people how to do whiskey, right?
I always think people don't realize like everybody sees it.
Right.
Like you know, even if they don't say anything about it, they know.
Right.
And so if you actually, you know, you really got to just watch just be a good person. And there's nothing wrong with selling whiskey if you want to. I mean, I'm like, I sell whiskey, so I can't,
Right, no.
I can't tell on that. But I don't go like post like, oh yeah, I'm so lucky and I'm so blessed and I just got this. And I was like, whoop,
Yeah.
so
That happens quite a bit here locally.
yeah.
So
And everybody, I mean, dude, there's so many times that I actually go on national site, bin a bottle that might not be a well-known one, and I get like 5 messages.
Yeah.
Because people from not just local Lexington, but all over said, oh, I actually saw you bin that bottle, man. Is that really good or something? Because it's like not something well-known. So I say, no, well, if I have enough of that bottle,
yeah.
then I'm like, yeah, it's good. If I'm just getting started on those, I'm like, nah, it's trash. I'm just getting it for a buddy of mine. He really wanted it or something.
You're like,
until I get my fill, Once I get my fill, then, no, I'm just
funny.
teasing. I'm just teasing.
Well-
like I shared on that Rebecca Creek Spanish Double Oak, bro.
Yeah.
Thing is good for the money. Great
That
for
one
the money.
guy down there in Texas, he sold it until he dried up all the stores, I think. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. He was just every day, and the price kept going up too. Like one post they were $75, the next post they were $90, then they were $100, and it was
Yeah.
like, okay, what are you doing, pal?
That's funny.
So Steven and I found out recently that we were at Keeneland, but not together.
And we were sitting probably 2 sections from each other.
Really?
Yeah.
Was that
Really?
close?
Yeah.
So
Sounds like a lack of communication.
Weird.
Not really.
Oh my god. Oh man. The funniest thing was I can't remember what we were doing, but I mean I feel like I was trying to group message. Maybe there was one group message, and it was funny because later on I think I posted it on the Mashup account.
You said something, and I think you group texted to our blinds text,
Maybe.
about Keeneland, not our group chat together.
I got confused.
So yeah,
But I was very sad, sir, when I found out that you were at Keeneland, and I was there.
I think I walked by you probably several times because I think I was in section A of the
Okay.
grandstand all the way
Okay.
down. And what were you in C?
No, I was in L.
Oh, never mind. We were
L
not
for
close.
Lamperos.
Loser.
I always.
did you get the burger?
Well, that's what I was just about to ask, because when I was there, I was eating leftover food from my kids, which was cheeseburgers, which your burger's pretty darn good there. You guys had the burger over there at Keeneland?
No, I've had the burger.
I get the burger is all I care about.
You guys are all burgoo.
Dude, it is so good.
It is.
It is absolutely amazing.
Okay, while you fist bump over there, I know that we've done this one time a long time ago when Michael, you and I were talking about Keeneland, but I already forgot what burgoo was. Isn't there like squirrel in there or something?
Possum.
It's fun. You guys both say it at the same time.
That's E-possum.
Oh my God. We're giving a ringing endorsement for Keeneland for those listeners outside of Kentucky that don't know Keeneland.
No, it's just a ripstick in a stew, basically.
Yeah, I went on a Knob Creek pick. I don't know if we talked about that. I don't think we did.
To Keeneland to pick the burgoo?
No, to Red Mile.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Red Mile. I don't think we talked about that yet. I think I talked about it on Journey Drinkers. I got the burgoo down there.
Oh, you got the burgoo. Okay.
So I went to Jim Beam, and they had that, it's called the barn or this table or whatever, the restaurant. Dude, fried chicken is fire up there with the fried chicken at Bardstown Bourbon Company. I had a taste of Mossick's, I think it was fried fish on something else. It was amazing. Their double cheeseburger was awesome. I didn't get their pizza, but I heard it's great. But that Daggone burgoo was awesome too. So,
How did it compare to Keeneland's?
I think Keeneland was better for
Yeah.
sure. I mean,
Hard to beat.
Yeah, Keeneland burgoo.
You know, that's the thing about Keeneland. The spring meet and the fall meet, every year, I'm always mostly at the spring more than the fall. But I love everything about Keeneland. I love when I get to the track. I hate getting there. Like, I hate the parking situation and then trying to get up over to the track. But the food is excellent. I never try to gamble more than like $20 or $30 tops because I'm not a big spender like that.
Well, it's because it takes so many vacations. I mean, you just can't gamble away your vacation money.
Yeah. But I think that I would put Keeneland's food up against most other like sporting event food. It's pretty darn good. And of course, I like to suck down some Keeneland breezes there. Do you guys, Kenny, you ever had a Keeneland breeze over there?
I evidently know because I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's
Makers,
orange liqueur
orange liqueur, ginger ale.
and orange slice. I think, right? That's it. 4 ingredients.
Sounds good.
I think there's one more. I thought there was one more.
I think that's it.
Okay.
Sounds good.
And crushed in ice.
Oh yeah, ice.
With the ice in there.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, but I mean so for me, I'm not like a mixed drink person. We've talked about that a lot on the podcast, but when I get into the season, I go to Keeneland, I will actually go then buy ginger ale and make myself Keeneland breeze at home for about a month.
Yeah.
It's just a guilty pleasure that I have. And I even saw when Brad Williams from Liquor Barn recently did a promo video like on YouTube or on Facebook or something like that. And I actually messaged him and I said, dude, I love Keeneland Breeze. I was like, that was a great video. I was like, it's fantastic because most people don't know about that cocktail. So look it up.
It was it's Makers, orange liqueur, orange juice, ginger ale.
Oh, they put orange juice in
it.
there. Okay. I didn't realize there was orange juice in there. There you go.
Pulp free, I'm assuming.
Pulp. Got to get the pulp in there. But yeah, a lot of fun things going around in Kentucky right now. You went to Knob Creek, and I actually got to go to Heaven Hill for a barrel pick. Maybe I'll talk about that some more another time. But that was a great experience.
Cool. That's a good one. That's fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. And the coolest thing was, so we couldn't decide between the 3 barrels that we had, and there was actually an employee of Heaven Hill that joined us on the pick. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but while we're going back and forth, like I like this one because it's punchier, it's more complex. I like this other one because it's crushable. You could sit down and just drink a whole barrel, not a whole barrel, a whole bottle. And they're like, "Can we have both barrels?" And they're like, "Sure." And so we end up getting 2 barrels of Elijah barrel proof that are coming to Jackson's Wine Spirit.
But you're doing barrel proof on both of them.
Both barrel proof.
Okay.
Yeah. I know you can proof them down, but
last time I went, with actually OBC Kitchen, we did a 94 proof and a barrel proof.
Okay.
Oh, they give you the option?
And I was worried about 94 proof with the one because they were all of them were 119 or above. I think they ended up with 119 and 127. And I remember what you told me. Yeah. You said if you get down in proof,
ours was like 106 at barrel proof.
Yeah,
so it made it 94, and it was it's a flavor bomb.
Well, the really cool thing I want to tell you guys about was of the 2 barrels that we got. One was a Shenley barrel, so that's where it's stored off-site in Shenley. And then the other one had a really cool story that they actually had it aging 6 years in a warehouse on the property that they're decommissioning. So they took all the barrels out of that warehouse and then put them in another warehouse, and it's been in that other warehouse for 3 years. So it's actually aged in 2 different rick houses on the property, one in the middle of the rick and one higher up. So I was like, cool. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah. So yeah, coming soon to a store on the north side of Lexington, Jackson Wine and Spirit to you.
Boom. Nice.
Well, guys, before I get to my favorite part of the episode, the reviews.
Yeah.
We have a new sponsor.
Ooh.
Absolutely. So this is actually pretty neat. As our show continues to grow, we're attracting more interest from partners. And as you know, our first sponsorship venture was with bourbonoutfitter.com. That continues today.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun. And we hope that that's delivered some good value to our listeners. We know that a lot of people have used the promo code. We know Kenny's used it.
I've used it a time or two.
Yeah, but just a reminder, you got to use promo code the mashup at checkout. Yeah, to receive a special discount with Bourbon Outfitter. But today we want to introduce you to a new partner that we're going to be introducing and talking about here in future episodes called the Woodwork Collective. The Woodwork Collective, which is a really cool name, by the way, guys, is a company that specializes in creating exceptional bourbon and rye through collective experience and whiskey expertise. So what they do over there is source premium whiskeys and blend them, and in some cases finish them in some pretty premium ways. So what does this mean for you, our listeners? It means that you get a chance to taste some very limited and extremely rare whiskey that you won't find in the everyday
You're not
shelf.
finding stores, yeah.
Yeah, you're not finding this in stores.
A buddy of mine had an online liquor store in D.C., and he had I think it was Alt Schuler bottles, but done. I don't believe that exists anymore right now. But he is doing a big project with David Jennings, Rare Bird 101. That'll be coming out very soon. It's going to be bottled now.
Right.
Private groups, charity groups, someone that just wants to come and even buy, get a barrel if you're that kind of person that, you have a group like that. But he is a wizard, man. Like some of the blends he puts together, I've had 8 or 9, 10 different ones of his thing.
Yep.
It's just amazing. And it's not just all blending. Like, I mean, it'll just be a straight MGP, a straight Kentucky sourced just by itself.
Right.
Or it might be finished and toasted for a little while. Or it might be finished in Mizunara and something. So it's not just like blends of let's blend these 6 different barrels together and see what we come up with. It just might just be some light finishing as well.
Right.
But really, really good stuff.
Yeah, so that's a really good introduction to them, and I know I've had a couple of the bottles that you mentioned as well. And so in the meantime, as we're talking about them and introducing them and making them a regular part of our show, we want our listeners to head over to woodworkcollective.shop. You get a chance to look at what they have available and also a little bit about their processes there. If you enter code MASHUP, one word, MASHUP, at checkout, you'll receive a 15% discount on your order. You'll notice, guys, when you look at this collective and this catalog, that these whiskeys are not cheap, but I know we've tried a lot of them and we like them. We don't typically endorse anything that we don't like. And so go visit them today, sign up for a newsletter, buy a bottle, let us know what you think, and we'll be talking about them in coming episodes.
Anthony, I can't wait for Kenny to hear this week's review.
Is it another head expander?
Yeah, your head's going to get a little big with this. Actually is a Facebook comment, and I actually told the listener, I said, we're going to give you a shout out next time we record, so holding true to my statement there. So this came from Jay Long on Facebook, and he wrote, the best bourbon podcast by far, the chemistry between Kenny Mills, the blind wizard, and Tony the professor, and can't forget Stefan. So you must have been listening to that episode when you called yourself Stefan. Awesome. He said, awesome show, 10 out of 10 stars. Amazing to hear honest reviews and hilarious conversations, and some of the best fact-checking with a crying emoji.
Keep it going.
Yeah, and he said, keep it going, guys. Yeah, he's right. We do have the best fact-checking, but we really appreciate that review on Facebook and endorsement of our show. And
facts are very important, right, guys?
Yeah, if you hear it on the mashup, it might be true.
It might be. So if you like a shout out, just leave a review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or however we can read it. And next time we review, we'll give you a shout out.
Carrier pigeon. Remember Zuckerberg?
Zuckerberg. So, gentlemen, this week we had a listener-inspired review. And you guys might remember a review we had from Sanch D a while back on our podcast. And I said, he's a real person. He interacts with us on Facebook. He actually does. And he asked if we would review the WB Saffell bottle from the Whiskey Barons collection. And we said, instead of just reviewing one bottle,
that's lame.
That's lame. Let's just blind the whole dang series. And
Whiskey Barons.
There you go. So the bottles that we have this evening, the Whiskey Barons collection, which includes Bond and Lillard batches 1 and 2, Old Ripy, and WB Saffell. The distillery for these wonderful spirits is the American Medicinal Spirits Co. in Lawrenceburg, Kentucky, but that's actually Wild Turkey. We'll talk about that here as we get through the episode. The bottle date on each of these, so Bond and Lillard came out in 2017 and 2019. The Old Ripy came out in 2017, and the WB Saffell came out in 2019. The ABV and proof for Bond and Lillard is 50 and 100 proof. For Old Ripy, it is 52 ABV, 104 proof, and Saffell is 53.5 at 107 proof. The age. So interestingly enough, I don't think there's age statements on these bottles, but all the press releases had stuff about the age. So Bond and Lillard is supposed to be 7 years old. Old Ripy is supposed to be up to 12 years old. And Saffell is a blend of 6, 8, 10, and 12. The mash bill is a classic Wild Turkey mash bill at 75% corn, 13% rye, and 12% malted barley. The MSRP on each of these, they're 375 milliliter bottles, was $50 a piece, but now most retailers in Kentucky are probably between $55 and $60. And
if you can even find them.
Yeah, if you can find them. And if they're in your marketplace, you might see them marked up a tiny bit more than that. But, I need a break.
That was a lot.
That was a lot.
Oof. Yeah, so.
I missed something in the middle. Can you go back?
I'm going to come over there. Don't you make me.
Yes, I mean, just because I'm dumb, I guess, but I didn't really know whether it was Old Ripy or Old Ripy, so had to do a little phone a friend there. I called old David Jennings. I don't know if anybody's heard of him or not.
Did you actually call him?
That's who I talked to earlier.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. I was talking to Alves.
I didn't know who you were talking to.
I was talking to David, old DJ. So, and he told me that it's Ripy. I guess they came over from Ireland.
Right.
And they settled up there, and it's also like, the whole Tyrone area up there, like where they built Wild Turkey, Tyrone.
Right.
That's because there was a Tyrone, Ireland, so they named it Tyrone because Tyrone, Ireland. So that's pretty cool.
Well, how about that?
How about that little facts?
Yeah. Well, you guys have all the bottles over there. I can't see any of them, but there they are. You're turning them over. Look at that. They have some. It's got me all excited now.
So is the Saffell and the Bond Lillard like the exact same bottle? They are, aren't they?
They are. Yeah. I don't think there's any difference in the shape of the bottle.
Why is the Ripy different?
I don't know. I guess they probably were trying to differentiate them when they came out and then decided the glass cost too much or something. I don't know. That just seems
Saffell glass is a hair bit taller. Look at where the neck of that starts, just by a little bit right?
Oh.
It's not my eyes, right? Just
Well,
barely.
it might just be where the labels are placed too, but I'm not sure. You might be right. It's hard to tell.
Actually, I think it is just label placement, actually. Yeah, I think they are the same.
I have bad eyesight.
But the Ripy is, more of a squared. It's round with the little squared corners on it. The hectagon, 1, 2, 3,
Hey,
4.
Italian fella,
Hectagon.
does that remind you of like an olive oil bottle or something?
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah. It does.
Yeah, like
Whole Barito or
there's
something.
cooking oils there. But yeah, gosh, I actually like this because first of all, I'll just say this right off the bat. If this is a vertical, right, of classic whiskey baron series, it's actually collectible and easily attainable vertical.
They're not too expensive.
Yeah, not too expensive.
I say that, but they're still expensive.
$375.
Right.
I think I paid $100 at least for my old Ripy back when I had it. I went ahead and sold it again. I was like, I'm not going to collect that anymore.
I got you.
But at least $100 and $375, so it's like a $200 bottle. But
Well, the bottles remind me of like medicinal medicine.
There you go.
Yeah, and I love the art. The
WB
WB.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that guy doing? Is he just standing there?
Well, I think he's going to pull a gun out of his suit.
Is he strapped?
Yeah, I don't know.
He might be. Let's see there.
Or he's going to pay someone off.
He does have his hand in his jacket. So his hand's in his jacket, and my priming and cognitive priming from watching years of violent television tells me Steven confirmed he's definitely going to be pulling a gun out of his jacket and shooting at somebody.
I just like all the artwork. It's real old timey. I like it.
yeah.
Old timey whiskey bottles. I love it. No, it's got a nice look to it, and I think the 375 kind of pays homage to a time when whiskey was in 375s,
So
right?
do we know why on the two Bond Lillard ones they look like there's stamps on?
I don't know. I think this red
It's
like
just
sort of tag that goes across the middle of Bond Lillard
Yeah.
is actually like a
I
branding
think it's like
thing
a
that they've
throwback
had
to the
for a long
old, but
time.
it
Yeah.
looked like a long time ago.
Yeah.
If you watch like old Westerns, and you'll see like bottles or pictures or something like in the movie from the Westerns of that period. I mean, this looks like something that's
Yeah, it looks definitely old.
school saloon style or something.
It's weathered.
Yeah. But the WB Saffell, that's the one that Sancha D requested. But we wanted to do all of them. But from everybody, I'm talking Alves, David Jennings, anyone that actually like big turkey guys, and then honest down just to the novice turkey person, everybody says Saffell like blows the other ones away.
Okay.
And although the old Ripy is the rarest one, the most expensive one, if you're trying to obtain one, that supposedly tastes the worst of the four of them. But that's why I wanted to blind them. So if our listeners can't see us, but we actually are blinding these tonight, all four of them. So we're going to run through them not just do pass, try, buy, but also run through and pick our favorite of the four, or just first place, second place, third place, fourth place, in addition to pass, try, buy.
So this is a vertical, you guys said, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. This is not an annual thing. These are just one time.
They're
bottles,
done.
Right?
There's not.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, WB Saffell has still been popping out, occasionally.
Yeah.
So that one's still current.
So we know the story on the Bond Lillard, and there's a number one.
Well, just
number-
batch one, then you got
just
batch two. They come
Okay.
out different years.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and the other thing is, I think they could bring these back at any time since they do have little batch numbers on them, and that's a cool thing.
Yeah.
That like even if they're dead right now, like for example, when Kenny mentioned Old Ripy not being available anymore, I feel like if they want at any time, they can flip a switch and bring out another bottle that looks just like that and just call it batch 2. So that's pretty unique. It's almost like when they remake action figures. So I collect action figures sometimes. I'm like, oh, I need this wrestling figure, this Hulk Hogan. And then it comes out 8 years later, and it's the same exact thing that came out 8 years before.
Yeah.
So I guess they could do something like that.
Well, should we go for our first nosing?
Yep.
Yeah, why not?
So, like Kenny said, these are double blinds. And
No, single blind. Because
Well, yeah, 'cause
we actually know what we're blinding, so it's just single
okay,
blind.
Okay.
But
But they're in order. We have them from left to right. We are the same
Yep.
order. So
Yep. And be a little bit different than usual since we're blinding all four. We can talk nose on the different ones, but yeah, I'm gonna nose all four, then go in and taste all four, and just do a quick little first through fourth for me personally.
I like this. And while we're nosing, I can give you guys incomplete history if you want to hear it. I'm all prepared tonight with incomplete histories, but we'll see. We'll also get those nosing notes in there.
The noses are a little bit different.
I don't know. Can we engage in table talk while we're doing this?
Sure.
Because
I mean,
Glass 2's
the color is really loud.
Glass 2's nose I like
Yeah.
pretty good.
Last one's nose?
Glass 2's nose.
Yeah, Glass 2's nose for me was like above the other ones. What were you
Yeah.
saying about the color though, Steven?
The Glass 2 color though is really light.
Well, I don't think any of these colors are that dark, are they?
It seems like on mine. It seems like
I think one might be
is the
darker
darkest.
just by a little bit.
Yeah.
and then 4, 3, 2.
Okay. Yeah, I see that.
Maybe. Well, it's funny. Maybe 2 and 3 are about the same color.
Yeah.
Steven, would you hand me a pen from in there?
Why does
no,
my-
never mind. Anthony, would you hand me a pen from in there?
Okay, yeah. Oh, here we
Just
go.
so our listeners know, Steven's arm is hurting, so
Got
I
a
do not
little-
want him to reach across the
Yeah,
table.
a little bit of an injury.
A little bit of an injury there. Sports.
Sports. Sports. So as we're nosing, I just have to tell you guys that, and you don't probably care, but Bond and Lillard is...
Hey, Steven. So,
How about them cats?
William F. Bond and Chris C. Lillard, who are, that's Chris is the brother-in-law,
okay.
apparently. They were making good whiskey at the turn of the century in around 1900. They actually won the grand prize at the 1904 World Fair.
Gold
for
medal?
whiskey. Yeah, gold grand prize, gold medal. I didn't ever give them out in 1904 World Fair. And the family was making whiskey since the 1820s, but of course it met its demise like every other distillery around Prohibition. And they were later absorbed by national distillers many years later. And I guess there are, if you go to some websites when I was looking around and doing some research, some people have the national distillers Bond and Lillard bottles for sale for a lot of money,
yeah.
like
I've got
$4,000.
on some of my Dusty Facebook groups.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you'll see some of those pop up, and they are some pretty big cheddar.
Oh, man. Crazy. Well, that's one. I'm not going to say anything else while we're nosing here. Have you guys tasted
I've
anything
already tasted
yet?
one.
Oh, you have? I better get my butt moving here.
There's 4 of them, bro. We got to roll. You know me.
I know. You're
There's-
probably going to...
Well, there's a 5th.
Oh, there's a 5th?
There's a blind to take on whichever one of these 4 wins.
Oh, my God.
You know how we do it.
Kenny.
You know how we do it.
I'm going to start yelling outside the microphone again. I liked that last time.
Yeah, like Mossick.
Yeah. He's inspired me. He doesn't even know it. What blind do you got? I'm just kidding.
That's my boy. Ooh, you want to talk or not talk? I don't
Yeah,
want
we
to
can
influence
talk.
you. I don't want to influence you.
No.
The nose on 2 does not relate to the palate. I did not like the palate on 2.
I was going to agree with you. There's like some trickiness going on there.
Yeah.
I call it. I think the note was actually like grape butterscotch, which grapes and butterscotch don't go together. There was some kind of citrus mixed with, ugh,
Yeah.
to your health.
There were so many good descriptors from that April Fool's New Riff episode. I've had so many people message me about
Oh, really?
feet caramel
Feet
and then all the
caramel.
other crap that we said and you said that episode, dude.
Oh, my God.
I got cussed out by my brother, too.
Are you serious? He was
You MNF'er.
not happy with you, huh?
He's like,
He was
Did
the
he
one
tell-
that brought that fine Pennsylvania
yeah,
liquid
well,
down to it. Huh?
He was over the other day and
All brown liquids not
Yeah.
made the same, right?
he said he listens to it like at the gym while he's working out and stuff. And so like he's, paying attention, but he's also like working out.
Yeah.
So he heard that part. He's like, Pennsylvania, what? And so he like literally stopped his set, stopped his workout, rewound, and he's listening to. He's like, that MNF'er. Talking about what I brought up.
Holy
So-
cow.
It's funny.
Man. See? Making enemies with your own brother here. I'm just kidding.
You
You got to tell it like it is. Bump, bump, bump.
Well, with that same bottle though, when they were over, we're talking about it. And he's like, yeah, I think I might have drank mine. And his wife was like, nope, it's on the bottom shelf, still full.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, it's just not great. But it's an awesome story. It's like, I forgot what else the story was now, but it was.
Did you
it's
find
a
out
good
how much
story.
it costs or not?
Like I'll have to ask him. I can't remember.
So you guys look like you're thirsty for a little bit more history here. I know you are. So let me quickly talk about old Ripy. So this is James Ripy, who is a clerk at a dry goods store.
Dragon School?
I can't talk anymore. A
California?
dry goods store, and he was originally from Ireland, as Kenny said earlier. He started distributing whiskey and then said, "Hey, man, why don't I make it myself?" And the distillery was built and rebuilt many years by all the Ripy descendants. There were a lot of them. Apparently, they like to procreate. And then in 1949, they sold the distillery to JTS Brown. Remember JTS Brown?
Oh yeah.
The infamous bottle from the that I cheated with on the under $10 episode. Yeah. Anyway, so it was named JTS Brown Distillery until 1971 when Austin Nichols bought it and renamed it the Wild Turkey Distillery. So the original Old Ripy Distillery is actually the current Wild Turkey Distillery. Of course, many times revised, right? I love dropping in with this history. You should see Steven right now. He's like,
Deep
yes,
thought, yeah.
yes, I needed that.
I'm taking notes.
Tasting notes?
No, notes are your history notes.
There you go. Then you're going to go back and find that none of it was true.
I think it's true.
Ooh, this is tough because they're actually going to say there's similar stuff going on here.
So for me, I've got a clear first place winner. I don't know if it's going to be if it's going to flow with what everybody else says, but
Really, it's clear.
Clear first place?
It's pretty clear. These aren't super dark, but no.
How close are you gentlemen to getting to where you need to be with the flavors here?
I mean,
I think I have a first.
You got a clear first place?
I don't know if it's clear. It's a first.
Okay. I almost kind of want you to go first so I don't have to have the pressure of...
I'm going to take 2 more sips to figure out second and third place.
Right. Well, while you're taking a sip, do you want me to...
Get some more history for us?
More history while you're taking another sip?
There you go.
I didn't tell you about William Butler Saffell yet, who became famous in the late 19th century because he worked for W.H. McBrayer for 20 years and decided to start his own distillery in 1889. So despite Saffell's relatively unknown name today, he was successful up until the day he died in 1910. Famous for Sour Mash Kentucky whiskey. It was that was popular until a while after his death, and he actually challenged W.H. McBrayer's brands with his own stuff, which is crazy. And so the Saffell distillery continued until Prohibition, when its doors closed forever, just like a lot of the other brands. So that's the last one. I won't bore you gentlemen with history as you're getting ready for your rank order here.
I've got some W.H. McBrayer, like the new stuff that came out.
Yeah.
Michael Harris's wife, Lauren, has done some work for them, so he's got me a couple bottles of it.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I did see that they revived that brand.
It's not bad.
And
it's no dark arts or anything, but it ain't bad.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying. We talk about dark arts a bunch over several episodes.
We have, for sure.
All right, I got my order. Let me go first.
Yep.
All right, so for me, glass number 1 is my first place. Glass number 4 is my second place. Glass number 2 is my third place. And then glass number 3 is my last place. So I go, glass number 1 is my first place. That's where I'm at. So if I had to guess, I would say it's Saffell, because according to Ron Alves, David Jennings, and every other person I pretty much talked to, they all say Saffell's the better one.
So you're guessing that glass number 1 is Saffell?
No, I would assume, because to me it tastes a lot better than the other. But
So that's your taste favorites?
My taste favorites. Okay. I go glass number 1's first place.
Okay.
Glass number 4 is second place. Glass number 2 is third place, and glass number 3 is fourth place.
Interesting.
That's very interesting.
Okay, I'll go next.
All right, you go.
I'm a little tied on first.
Okay.
1 and 2, I kind of like even, but I kind of like 1 more.
Okay.
Okay, and then 3 is 3, and 4 is 4.
So 4 is fourth place?
Yeah.
3 is third place? Yep. Okay.
So
Where are you at?
This is ridiculous. So I had the first glass as my second. I had the second glass as my fourth. Yeah, fourth.
Fourth place.
Fourth place. And then I had the third glass, which is your last place, as my first place.
But you do like Buffalo Trace stuff, so that makes a lot of sense.
Did you put some Buffalo Trace in here?
No, I'm just saying busted palates, you can't hide them. So,
well, and then there you go. You can't hide a busted palate.
So there's clearly no winner.
The fourth place was 3 for me. So there's not a clear winner amongst us. In the
well,
group.
Steven, hang on. I'm
Yeah.
first place,
Yeah.
and Steven said he leans glass number 1. I'm sorry, I was 1's first place. He leaned 1 and what?
I would say 1 is probably
No, you said 1 and something
1
else.
and 2, but
you
I like
leaned
1 a little bit better.
Yeah.
So I was a 1 and 3. Those are my 2 favorites.
1 and 3. Okay.
You
So
had 3 is last place.
Yeah,
last place.
I'd say we'd say our favorite potentially is 1 then, but
1, yeah.
Is that-
1 is the clear
is that-
winner, yeah.
okay.
From a blind standpoint.
All right, well, let me go
reveal
grab
the blinds now.
Let me go reveal the blinds.
He's got to get the answer key. We're really high tech here at the mashup. It's impressive stuff. You should see it. As Kenny goes to retrieve a piece of paper.
That's right, baby.
All right. We're trusting that you did this without any influence. Nobody put any kind of...
Six Shannon on you if you're lying.
Well, here's the bottles behind the glasses.
Okay.
So glass number 1 is what number?
Number 1 is 1.
Okay, so that is WB Saffell.
Okay.
What's this one?
That is 3.
3 is all right. So glass number 2 is Bond and Lillard Batch 1.
Okay.
What is that?
That's 2.
So glass number 3 is Old Ripy. So you actually like the Old Ripy.
I like
a lot.
the Old Ripy, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, I'm in trouble.
And so this is Bond and glass number 4 is Bond and Lillard Batch 2.
Okay.
So for me, I went Saffell, Bond and Lillard Batch 2. Then I went Old Ripy as my third place.
Okay.
And my last place was Bond and Lillard Batch 1.
How about that? So I've learned tonight that I don't like Bond and Lillard. That's both of them were my 3 and 4.
Number 1 had a nice fruity note to it, though.
Yeah. One,
Yeah.
I like
one,
that.
One was good.
One
All right,
was Saffell
so
and-
you
but I
guys
liked Old
hold
Ripy.
your glasses where they are. Don't move.
Oh, my God. Uh-oh, what are we doing here? He's an animal. All right.
All right. Gentlemen, close your eyes.
All right. This is a little weird. I don't know, again, what Kenny's up to. Am I allowed to open my eyes yet?
All right.
If you take any longer, I'm going to get a tub of pimento cheese from Mousetrap out here.
All right. All right, Anthony, y'all are good to open your eyes.
All right.
All right, Anthony.
Hi, Jinx. What have you done now?
So I'm going to close my eyes. Either switch those or don't switch those, whichever way. You done?
Yep, okay.
All right, this is it, and we are done. All right, fellas. So I've poured you a blind to go with the first place winner. So
All right.
we're just, you're going to score either one, first place, second place. So we took the first place winner of the 4, which was WB Saffell,
I like that nose on number 2.
and we're putting that against something else.
Oh, well, there's something else that you just poured. I just took a sip of it, and the finish on that thing is still going.
Oh, yeah.
It's going. And I'm just going to say whatever you blinded against doesn't really compare, in my opinion. I hate it.
Number 2 wins. Whatever it is.
Yeah, I said I hate it because I'm being sarcastic. I don't hate it. Whatever that is very good.
Just try them both.
What is this? One of those things we're going to be like, oh, it's the same whiskey. I poured you the same thing in 2 glasses.
Does feel that way.
Right. But I still think that, the second glass is a little more raw. Complex flavors, but in a good way.
I'll be happy with either.
Take either.
Okay.
Yeah.
Buy on both.
Maybe one a hair better, but I'm happy with both.
Well, so we got left or right, which one of y'all saying is first for you?
The WB might be winning by a hair versus your mystery pour.
You like the left glass better?
Correct.
Okay. Which one do you like better, Anthony?
Left glass is fruitier. Has a nice flavor to it.
Okay.
Right glass is longer finish, in my opinion. I think I might like the left glass a tiny bit better than the right glass.
So both of y'all are left glass.
Yep. But it's a hair, man. Because I
it's
like the
not
finish better on the right glass. But I'm not the finish guy.
Okay, I'm
the
with you.
flavors.
I like. There's something a little more fruity
Punchy.
about the second one.
Punchy.
Okay. I like my right glass better. Did you flip them or not flip them?
I did not.
Ooh, then we're all 3 unanimous.
Oh, whoa, hey-oh.
All right. So, because I actually flipped your alls.
Okay.
You didn't know that.
Really?
So what you're thinking, that's why you close your eyes. So what you thought was
Okay, I'm sorry. Yes.
Saffell is not. So what both of you all
Here we go.
That's why I had you close your eyes. Why would I not have you close your eyes? I mean, I'm pouring from a Boston round with no writing on it, so I still had to have you close your eyes. So what all 3 of us picked as the winner is Wild Turkey Rare Breed, 116.8 proof, but I proofed it down to 107, the same as WB Saffell.
Oh, nice.
So that way you actually tried Rare Breed at 107 compared to Saffell at the in the bottle 107. So that way you get an equal comparison on proof. So all 3 of us picked Rare Breed over Saffell.
Well, that makes me feel good about life.
Well, I'm just saying that because Saffell is $60 to $70 if you can find it.
Right.
And it's a $3.75. Rare Breed is $60, $70. Used to be $50 just a couple years ago, but $60, $70, and it's a $7.50.
Well,
so
there you go.
So, fellas, would you pass, try, or buy on the Whiskey Baron series?
I'll go first on this one.
Yep.
I actually would buy the Saffell. I'd pass on the Bond and Lillard. And if I could find old Ripy at retail, I'd be a try on it because that was my first rated out of the blinds. And actually, if I could find it at retail, I might buy it. So I'm a pass straight up on the Bond and Lillard because I just didn't like it. So that one's gone. And then, of course, when we did Rare Breed, I liked Rare Breed, so I was a buy on Rare Breed. 100%.
Yeah. You me go? You want to go?
I'll go. I would buy on both the WB and the Lillard Batch 1.
Really?
Yeah, I like the Batch 1.
Okay.
And I think there's a big difference between the 1 and 2. Like because 2 was my last pick, so I kind of really enjoyed the first batch.
Okay. Very good.
I would try on the WB Saffell, and personally, I would pass on the others.
Okay.
Because these are all, you got to think, $60 to $80
Oh, geez.
for a 375 milliliter.
You got to go talking about price again. There you
And when you have very good product on the shelves for $89, $99, it's hard for me to pay potentially $120 for one of those. I would still try the Saffell though. So I'm going to try on Saffell, and I'm going to pass on the other 3.
But it's just so old. They're so old that
But
you gotta
hang on. But they keep in mind, both of you all blind
right.
just picked Rare Breed
That's true.
over Saffell, and it's literally half the price.
That's true. So the power
So
of
that's
persuasion.
why-
So you're telling me I should pass on everything?
Nope. That's why I'm going to try on Saffell,
Yep.
and you can do whatever you want to do, but I'm going to try on Saffell and pass on the rest.
Oh my God! You had to go complicated again, Kenny.
Hey.
Strikes again.
So you can take a Rare Breed, add a few drops of water, get down to 107 proof like you are with the Saffell, and it beats it.
Lightning round, Steven. Were you changing anything, or are you still good?
I like the label. I'm going to buy.
I'm the same way right now.
right.
I do like the presentation. I'd buy some,
There you
but
go.
you make a strong point, Kenny.
Yes,
so,
Kenny,
yeah.
you do.
Yeah.
Boom.
And with that, thanks for listening to this week's edition. Please like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at The Mashup KY.
Don't forget to visit our partner, bourbonoutfitter.com. Enter code The Mashup for a special discount.
Also, let us know your thoughts on this bottle in the comment section. Until next time, stay tuned.